Well, on the subject of the women's division, we found out yesterday Ronda Rousey is indeed pregnant, 4 months pregnant actually, so congrats to her on that. Obviously ruling out a return for the foreseeable future, if not at all. Before we get to even Becky Lynch, who was reportedly in line to return to WrestleMania, they were preparing for it, they didn't pull the trigger on it. Before we get to Becky, do you think Ronda Rousey is done with the WWE? I mean, at this point, if she's getting pregnant now, and she won't have the child until later on this year, September. She's not going to come back immediately. By that point, it's going to be 3 years if she were to come back in 2022. Do you think that there's any chance we see Ronda Rousey in a WWE ring again, or is that phase of her career behind her at this point?
It's a tough one.
I would have said that she would have been back. If you asked me a week ago before we found out she was pregnant, I figured she was on her way back soon, fans or no fans. But with this new development, I'm thinking that she's probably done.
Yeah, I mean, I think it definitely. I don't know if I would say she's done, but I mean, definitely put some fogginess on that. I mean, I think. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say she's done because I think she was decent when they had her, but I think I got to go with she's done, GSM.
I think she can come back for like one more maybe Mania match or maybe a Mania program with Becky, but I think her days is like a full-timer. I mean, granted, she was only around for a little over a year the last time, but I think her days as a full-timer are definitely behind her, in my opinion.
I completely agree.
What about Becky, though? I mean, again, it seemed like per reports they were preparing for a return for Becky at Mania. Obviously, she gave birth only a couple of months ago, and I always thought it was too soon. I don't think we're going to see Becky for the remainder of the year. I said that initially. I'm going to kind of stand by that just because I don't want to, I don't want to change my stance on that. But it sounds like they were on the verge of bringing her back for Mania. Now, I know she teased it. That doesn't really mean anything. She teases a lot of things, and it's just that. It's just like a joke or whatever, just to make people think she's coming back, but she's not. So what about Becky? Do you think she will be back at some point in the near future, or do you think it's going to be a while before we see her again?
I mean, I think she could come back around SummerSlam. I mean, it looks like she's in shape. I mean, looks like she's lost basically all her baby weight and kind of that body type. So, I mean, if she's going to make a return in the ring, I mean, I think SummerSlam, if you had the belt on Bianca on SmackDown and she's kind of just beating everyone, you could have Becky come back and maybe put her over and kind of wind down Becky's in-ring career. But, I mean, if not, I think that's sort of the perfect time to have her come back. If you have Bianca kind of run through SmackDown, no one can beat her. Going into SummerSlam, she kind of doesn't have anyone to face her. Yeah, Becky come back. I mean, I think that you could do that. That'd be interesting.